Holy smokes, this is serious news about XRP that came out of the Fed meeting. In addition, Bitcoin is booming and gold is declining. Does that imply that the flippening is imminent? Hi there, lovely individuals. Peppo Coin Channel. We will discuss Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP, and everything else. My only request is that you smile at me so that I can radiate positive energy. Because it's Tuesday, Smith Shitty hits the like button. For free, sir. Do not claim that I do not spoil you. Obtain those likes. The price of XRP is currently at 2.49, which is essentially unchanged from the day it reached 2.52. However, the market has had a slight setback, with Bitcoin reaching a high of about $114,000. With the support zone at 112,000 bouncing off of it, we are now retreating to 112,000. Additionally, Ethereum is back at over 4,000, but it's not as stable as one might anticipate. However, we'll see how this day unfolds. Naturally, I will never provide you financial advice or advise you to buy, sell, or hold. Always conduct your own research before making an investment. Incredibly significant. We did receive some excellent news at the moment. When he meets with Chinese President Xi, President Trump says he hopes to strike a good deal. A record high for the S&P is only 20 points away. The market is doing well, isn't it? As you can see, it likewise briefly popped before dropping. It's also very nearly at a record high. It has nearly returned to its previous level following last Friday's sell-off. The VIX, on the other hand, has also risen to 28 and is currently trading at about 18. Additionally, we are witnessing something for which we have been waiting for some time. Bitcoin and gold are starting to diverge. In essence, we are witnessing gold dumping, Bitcoin pumping, and a 6.3% decline in gold today. As you can see, we witnessed the ascent of Bitcoin and the decline of gold. Additionally, the graph shows that the gold to Bitcoin ratio is seeing a good, juicy breakout. As we've discussed, gold typically reaches a peak, then begins to decline, and only then does Bitcoin begin its incredible surge. Therefore, it might occur once more. It might not. We shall see. However, I'm seeing cryptocurrency. Twitter becomes really enthused about the current state of affairs. And you know the big news? The Federal Reserve Payment Innovation Conference this morning has produced the most significant news out of Washington. Governor Chris Waller declared that a new kind of limited access master account, which he refers to as a slim master account, is being proposed by the central bank. To eliminate the need for partner banks by providing direct access to the Fed's payment rails to all legally qualified institutions. They wouldn't be able to use all the features of a full master account, such as borrowing from the Fed, with this configuration. Crucially, the legal requirements for eligibility would remain unchanged, and any legally qualified organization may obtain one. In essence, the Fed would be able to approve innovative banks, fintech, stablecoin issuers, and other payment firms with this new master account lead. For businesses like Custodian Bank and Kraken, who have been attempting for years to obtain a Fed master account with Custodia, corresponding with the Fed, and suing the Fed, this is a significant development. Additionally, it might expedite entry for businesses who applied this year, such as Anchorage and Ripple. In order for Ripple to obtain that master account, this could advance the current position and propel XRP and Ripple into the financial future. Well, it will be fascinating to observe how this might impact our destination. Paul is here to announce that the Fed has just modified the rules regarding cryptocurrency payments. FedRails is immediately accessible to stablecoin issuers. Bank middlemen are eliminated by cryptocurrency payment providers. Reduced expenses and quicker payment. Integration of crypto is supported by legitimate Fed activities. There's a pathway at last. Crypto turns into infrastructure in this way. Thus, this aids Ripple once more. Well, furthermore, it is better for XRP the more that blows on XRPL. This announcement is extremely significant, not only for XRP specifically, but also for the cryptocurrency market as a whole. Eleanor also gave us another tip about cryptocurrency. Additionally, Republican senators who have publicly voiced concerns about the process, such as Senator John Kennedy, We'll meet with AI czar David Sachs tomorrow morning to discuss the significance of moving market structure out of the committee this year. The gathering coincides with two industry roundtables and a flurry of crypto activity on the Hill tomorrow. We discussed that Ripple, who is being hosted by Senator Gillibrand, and Other, who is being hosted by Senator Tim Scott, are both very pro-crypto. According to both Republican and Democratic individuals she spoke with, the meetings are a good step toward resuming bipartisan talks that had stagnated recently. We still have the Clarity Act, which will essentially help us understand what constitutes a security and what does not. This was the main focus of the Ripple court case. The new Clarity Act is meant to provide us with a little more information about where it is, where the rules are, and where the guides are. Correct? Therefore, having all of these regulations and laws will be crucial for the cryptocurrency market. The more definition, clarity, and a regulatory framework we have, the more significant it will be. Big money will start to enter the market more frequently. One of the things that irritated them was that they were unsure of their ability to do things, what would happen if they did, and so forth. For the large money that was debating whether or not to enter, the more clarity you have, the better. It doesn't assist the price of XRP today, October 21st, in the short term. However, in the long run, all of these factors will benefit Ripple and XRP greatly. We discussed this payment conference, which will include top executives from Chainlink, Bracco, Coinbase, Google Cloud, BNY Mellon, CirclePax, Franklin Templeton, Arch Invest, Stripe, and Fireblocks. Additionally, or perhaps this is a different conference, we noticed that Ripple will be attending. We have these roundtables once more. In Washington, we have more cryptocurrency. There are more pro-crypto events happening, and the more the better. All right, well, seeing how the market develops over the next few days will be fascinating. You may always profit from the cryptocurrency market. Our partner Bitunix will give you the chance to express interest if you're interested. If you believe the market is likely to drop off, you can either go long or short. Can create a position in insurance or defense. The link is in the description below if you're interested. You will receive the incentives if you utilize my link to sign up and deposit at least $500. It will continue till November 9th. Check out Bitunix by clicking on the links in the description below. They have everything you need if you're interested in spot, copy, and leverage trading. However, kindly trade responsibly. Leverage has helped me make a lot of money, but it has also cost me a lot of money. So read the description below to find out more, and keep in mind that exchanges have engaged in shenanigans and closed positions. Read the user agreement then. Make sure you are aware of the benefits and risks. All right, very significant. Additionally, keep in mind that I will never message you on social media to ask you to send me money or join up for anything. They are con artists. Be extremely cautious out there, please. All right. Additionally, for more XRP updates, subscribe to the channel. Recall that we remain a strong sell on XRP based on the medium-term moving averages. For the short term, we must buy today, but for the medium term, we are still at a sell after 20 and 200 days. And as we've discussed previously, when you have these big sells and everything is at a sell, it usually indicates that a flip is imminent. That's what it typically indicates, albeit it doesn't happen every time. Therefore, it will be fascinating to watch what the market does over the following few days. And this might continue to affect XRP and the cryptocurrency market in the future. Will we get that breakout at last? Does October begin at last?